Good day, folks. Welcome to Pets Mind Academy, where we bring preless to every lesson. So let's look at grade. Okay, the same question paper, November 2024, but now we are looking at question 12. That is specifically for grade 12s. Okay, counting principle. All right. So a company generates a 4-character code using 26 letters of an alphabet and the 10 digits from 0 to 9. Beautiful. The code is in this format: letter, digit, letter, digit. Okay. Determine how many different codes can be formed if letters and digits may be repeated. So if they may be repeated, can you see that the letter, how many letters fight for the first position? Remember, there are 10 digits. So how many digits? Okay, letters. I'm starting with letters. How many letters do I have? I have 26. So 26 letters can fight here. Multiply by how many digits? There are 10 digits, so they can fight here. But now we know that normally when you have used a letter, you will have to take it out. But now they say letters and digits are repeated. So it means whatever letter that I had here, I can also use it again and then can be 10. So this is basically that. 26 times 10 times 26 times 10, and then it is equal to something like 600, if I did not do any mistake. Yes. This is very, very beautiful, guys. Very, very easy. Now we are moving to interesting stuff now. They are saying determine how many digits can be formed if, okay, the letters D, F, I, Q, U, V may not be used. So out of 26 letters, I subtract what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I subtract 6 letters. So I'm now left with 20 letters to use. Okay, I can only use 20 letters. And then they are telling me the code may not start with W or a Z. So if it out of 20 letters that I do not use, out of 20 letters that I may use, remember I'm left with 20 letters to use, but I cannot start with W or Z. So for the first position, for the start, it should be 20 minus 2 letters. So for the start position, I have only 18 letters to fight for first position or start. And then they say letters or digits may not be repeated. So you use it, you end it. The code ends with an odd digit. What is an odd digit? 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So how many digits can I choose from? It means 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can have 5 letters for the ending part. So let's try to create our code. First letter, okay. First one come here. You are told that your code ends with a digit, okay. Remember, this is letter, digit, letter, digit. So they tell me that the code ends with an odd digit. So the odd digit, how many odd digits do I have? I have 5. So I have 5 odd digits, okay. And then I come to the first position. The code may not start with W or Z. So how many letters am I having? Remember already, we do not use 20 letters because I have subtracted 6. But they're telling me that the code may not start with W or Z. So the first one here, the letters that I cannot use, that I can use, it is 20 minus the 2 W and Z, because if I were to say 20 here, there is a possibility that W and Z will sit here. So I need to subtract those 2 letters, which is W and Z. So it is 18. So I have 18 letters that can be here. And then I can continue then the number of digits that I have. Remember the digits that I have initially. I have 10 digits. Remember the 10 digits are only restricted in the last position, but for this one, any letter can sit. It does not need to be odd or what or even. But remember, out of the 10, we have already used 1 when we put. Remember here, this 5 does not mean 5 will sit. This 5 means there are 5 possible numbers that can sit here. Okay. After taking one of the possible 5 letters here, I'm going to be left with 9. So that 9 is going to come here and say, okay, the digits is now 9 that are left. And then out of the 20 letters, because here on the letters, they had no restriction. So we can use 20 letters for this one. Okay, but remember, on this one, there were 18 letters that could be used. So if one of the letters sit in this position, they will now reduce the number of letters here. So if one of the letters sits here, it means instead of writing 20 here, we have already used one letter there. So it's gonna be now what? 19. I hope that's clear. I hope that's clear. I will repeat. I will repeat. I need a code. Okay, I need a code. And I need to consider my restrictions first. Let me come here. Let me come here. Mm. The code ends with an odd number, odd digits. How many odd digits do you have? I'll write it here. Odd digits 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. How many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I'm gonna write here, it is the number of possible digits that I can write. Okay, the number of possible digits that that can sit here. How many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Sharp. Gonna write 5 here. Let's move on to the next digit. Let's focus on the digits for now. How many digits do I have in total? Because can you see they did not restrict the second position. It did not have any restriction. So the letters can be 0, 1, 2, 3. Not the letters, the digit can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. But what if, let's say here, of the 5 letters on the first position, of the 5 letters, they used 3. So if they used 3 here, do you agree that 3 will no longer appear here because it was already used there? Okay, it was already used there. So now can you see you're gonna be left with what? 0, 1, 2. Okay, how many digits? Instead of the original 10, we're gonna be left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So hence I write what here? 9. And then I come to letters. I come to letters. On letters, they tell me that the letters the letters D, F, I, Q, U, V may not be used. It means now, out of 26 letters, I need to subtract these letters D, F, I, Q, U, V. How many letters are they? 2, 4, 6. I need to subtract 6 letters so that I have 20 letters. So it means now I can use only 20 letters. But now they tell me that the code may not start with W or Z. So it means on the first position, it can be any letter except what? D, F, I, Q, U, V, W, Z. So it can be letter except those 8. Why? Because these ones, the first 6 ones, these ones here do not are not cannot be used again. And then also the code may not start it is here, may not start with W or Z. So out of the 6 that are not already used, we need to take out these 2 again for the first position. So it means for the first position, we need to say out of the 20 that we are supposed to use, we need to take out 2 because W and Z will not start here. So it means now 18 letters can fight the off. I mind writing them, guys. 18 letters can fight here. 18 letters, which are A, B, C, E, G, H, J, K. I'm just trying to write, call them without including these ones. I hope it makes sense. I can't write them. There are a lot of them. Okay. Now, remember the 18. It is specifically for the first position. Specifically for the first position. Okay. But this one, we can use what? We can use uh, W and Z for this one because W and Z can not only be used in the uh, first place. So it means for this one, we still have what? 20 letters. But out of the 20 letters, there is a possibility that one letter was used here. Let's say here they chose M here. This is letter M writing here. That is here. So if letter M is here, we need to subtract letter M here from this one. So it means we need to subtract letter M, which is one letter. So if you subtract one letter, there are 9 letters left because I cannot repeat a letter that I have already used. If M is here, there's no way that M is going to be there again. So hence I'm saying here I have 19 possibilities thereof. Okay. Similarly, here, do you agree that here I said if I had 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I used this one, 3 here, if I used 3 here, I need to cancel 3 here because it can no longer be used. So hence now my number of thing is decreased. Guys. And then let's see how much we get. 18 times 9 times 19 times 5. You get something like 15,390. So it's 15,390, guys. Remember, multiply 15,390. Okay, let's move on to the next question, guys. Counting principle just needs you to read the English very beautifully thereof. Let's go to 12.3. 12.3 says the company wishes to increase the number of 4-digit codes formed in question 1.2.2 by allowing letters D, F, I, Q, U, V to be used. Calculate the percentage increase. So now we are creating the very same code, but now we are allowing those 6 letters that we did not have. Okay, but now can you see it's like we are going to come back here to this statement, but now cancel off the statement. Okay, so everything is the same. Everything is the same. So since well they only affected the letters, letters can be used. So it means this one remain the same. What do I mean? 5, okay, and then the 9 here remain the same. So now let's now consider the letters. How many letters do we have? It means we are still having 26 letters in total. But for the first position, we cannot use W and Z. So for the first position, I need to subtract 2. So it means for the first position, I have 24 letters to fight for that position. Okay, 24 letters to fight for this position. But on this one, we had 26 letters that we can fight for. Okay, for that one. But since when we have already used one of the letters in here, we need to just subtract that letter. Let's say they used the letter L here. We just need to subtract that letter L, which is one letter. So it means here I'm going to have what? 25. 25 thing is there off. So can you see? It's not that difficult, guys. It's just a beautiful process thereof. And then you get a total of how much? 24 multiplied by 9 times 25 times 5. It is 2,700. But now the question was calculate the percentage increase. So the percentage increase, if you're doing life science, is supposed to be easy. The percentage increase is going to be the final minus the initial divided by the initial multiply by 100. What is the final? The final, now that they have decided to increase, is going to be 2,700 minus the initial was 15,390, and then I'm going to divide by that initial, which is what? 15,390, and then I need to multiply by 100, and then let's see what is the percentage increase there of 27,000 divided by 15,390. I think I need to subtract 15,390 at the top, and then just multiply that by 100. I get something like 75.44% increase. Okay, 75.44% what increase, guys. So this is just a beautiful question, guys. This is just a beautiful question, guys. So hey, so yeah, guys, this is what we were facing in November 2024. So yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the question paper thereof. So yeah, thank you for watching me. Let's meet on the other videos. Hopefully you like my content. Thank you.